we pulled her into the garage here, and we're going to be probably taking off quite a bit of that engine to do an inspection on it. But I figured before we pull it apart, you might want to hear it run with no exhaust manifold on it. So we're going to put you in the phone stand here, and then I'm going to start it up for one last time. So let me get this to cooperate with me here. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see how you go here. All right, that's as far as she'll go. Now the process of taking her apart and seeing how worn she is shall begin. Hello, and welcome back to this project. As you see in front of you, these are all the measurements from the cylinders using a telescoping gauge and my micrometer. They're not too shabby. The book spec, it just says the bore is 3 7/8. It doesn't give you a, tolerance really. But these are all pretty close. If it measured 3 inches 880 or 885, then yeah, it'd probably be good to get it bored out. But I'm thinking I could get away with a simple hone and then a dingle ball hone just to clean it up. So that's the good news. Other good news is somebody at work decided to throw away this awesome blue container. So I picked this out of the dumpster, and it's just got Dawn soap in the intake manifold soaking in it right now. I didn't want to use Super Clean because Super Clean and aluminum don't really get along. I was looking at Simple Green, but I'll probably use just Simple Green and a scrub brush. But I'm just letting the Dawn soap kind of eat away at whatever's in there. There's also the coolant inlet there. And I think there's something else. What else? Oh, and then we got the main coolant block that's in there. That'll clean up pretty nice. But this weekend, I'm just going to pretty much focus on wire wheeling and degreasing and, all the busy work that nobody likes to watch. So I'm going to get going on that. And I'm thinking I could probably fit that whole head into this too. Which, I might not. I'll probably just use a parts brush and just clean her out. We do get the oil pump out. It looks okay. Very dirty, I should say. So I need to take that apart and get into that. But what I need to do is, since it'll be a while before this all goes together, I'd like to not have it just thrown all over the table here. I'll probably get some Ziploc bags and a couple little plastic containers and label everything and store them away. And and take pictures. Pictures are important. Pictures are your friend. So that way it's not just kind of thrown about the place here. Let's see. I did break my stinking Harbor Freight light. The really nice Braun rechargeable flex light that flexes like that. It's been super glued a couple times, and I finally dropped it, and it finally gave up the ghost. So I still got to buy I think I got to get an impact and get that bolt off and get that pulley off, and then I can take the timing cover off. Fun fact, this does not have a timing chain. So that's a pretty nifty thing. And the light above you is a Braun rechargeable car light, and it's got magnets. And it's pretty stinking nice. I would recommend them for $30, $35. You got on, and then you even got brighter. But yeah, it has these cool little magnets that undo from the base there, and you can clip it on your hood, and you light up your whole engine compartment. And it's pretty nice. So it could be for other things. I don't know. Whatever you guys want. But thank you, new subscribers. And I'll keep you guys updated as I go along. But in the meantime, I got a lot of cleaning to do. So have a good weekend, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, so I just got all the carbon out of this exhaust port for the most part. Nice and clean. And there's number 2 cylinder. And there's number 3. And there's number 4. Number 4 is probably the worst carbon buildup out of all 3. So I've been using my little rotary tool here with sandpaper. Good as new. So working my way down here. I have been cleaning up the pistons and getting the rings off. Definitely new rings are in order. This one I have not cleaned yet, as you can see. But these 3 I have. So I'm finding major carbon buildup in this upper compression ring, which is why I don't think it could really seat properly. Another issue, when I was inspecting the underside of the head here, is I'm not sure of the status of the valve seats. And I'm sure it could use a good lapping, or maybe not even a lapping, at least a good little dressing, I would say, just to make those a little better. If I shine a light in from back behind, I can't see any light coming through any of them. This one looks carboned up. This is the clean head. I've already cleaned the combustion chambers, but yeah, quite a bit of carbon in this thing. And the cylinder with the highest compression was number 3 at 90 psi. So that was the best one. I got the the coolant manifold all painted up. 1 coat of paint so far. This guy, I'm just going to try to get as much carbon off of it as possible. Probably come in with some degreaser and a parts brush and just brush the crap out of it, and then rinse it off, and then come back and just paint or prime and then paint around where you see, so at least it looks nice. Parts of the engine are going to be nice looking, and others are going to be, I mean, it's as long as it runs and it's reliable, I don't really care. That's my opinion anyway. Everything's not all chromed up or super fancy. It's just a run around, have fun kind of thing. Not a, tricked out, oh my gosh, water is going to get on my car type of automobile. Still have to go through the oil pump here, but just chipping away at it, guys. So, the bad news of the day here is I was wire wheeling my coolant, and I found that. A nice big old hole. And I'm not sure if these have a grease zerk that's supposed to be in them. I mean, you could see the shaft spin if you peer down in there. So I'm not sure if there was a grease zerk on that at one point or what. Or might just JB weld it and call it good. It never leaked on me, so I'm not too worried about it. The coolant line coming from the pump into the block, however, is pretty bad. The O-ring on it is covering up. If I can get it off. Come on now. Should it like glue itself back on? There's no metal basically, and it's just hanging in there. So I'm in the market for a new tube. Question here. These are the tube lines off the radiator, and I never remembered there ever being a wire spring in these things. I thought they were just, a tube. I'm not sure if that's like just for shipping purposes or what. But yeah, it's all rusted out. And there's a bunch of, where is that? Oh, I sucked it in here. Oh, I managed to drag my coat in the oil underneath the Scout here. Here's a water pump, but it's actually fairly clean inside. There's just so much grease buildup on it. It's phenomenal, I should say. And then I started wire wheeling the valve cover there. Surprisingly, there's bright red. As soon as I'd hit that orange with my wire wheel, it would turn this bright red. So I don't know if somebody painted it Chevy orange at one point in its life, but we're not going to do that. It's going back to red. Can't believe somebody did that. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll keep working. Thanks, guys.